The college basketball experience pregame show for Thursday night, December the 19th edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Use that sign-up code TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit up to $1,000. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rebet, a new sportsbook available in states. Download that Rebet app in the App Store. Promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $100. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, your leader in data-driven picks, props. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Last but not least, we're brought to you by the SGPN College Football Playoff Challenge. Free to enter with the $1,000 grand prize. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP to enter today. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience pregame show. Quad Bach action. Let's go. Here we go. We got a full house here, so let's get right into it. Light slate tonight, loaded tomorrow. We'll talk about it. I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Cheers, everybody. We're getting closer and closer to the holiday season, which means more drinking and more gambling. It's a good time to be alive. What else could you ask for? But, hey, joining me, first of the trio, I guess second of the quad. You guys know him from the Big 12 college experience. We just were live. Go check out that college football breakdown. He is a weed-growing He's the green mowing weed growing Troy Tuning. What is up, man? Almost forgot your intro, even though I did it less than an hour ago.
So you might be the one on the weed right now, huh?
Yeah, it might be.
The short-term memory loss over here for Mac. He laid too much chalk in the when we were talking college football playoff bracket.
CTE. That's what I'm talking about.
CTE.
CTE.
We need to hire Antonio Brown. Basically, is what we're saying. We need Antonio Brown on this show. Also, before we get into anything serious, I want to know what the chat would think if we made Mac our Tony Reale for the pregame show, and we all were dictated points from Mac as we talked about the games.
Hold on, I'm just
I'd be starting at negative $5 billion.
I just dropped my phone. I was on the show. Bob Marlin got relieved of his duties at Louisiana.
Yep.
Wow.
That's despicable mid-season.
What the fuck? He's been unbelievable there. He's run a good program. They just won last night. They're 1-0 in the Sun Belt. Yeah, they had a tough start. They lost their whole team to the portal. Wow. All right. Sorry. I got thrown off there. And
wow.
Yeah. Joining me, third man in the booth. You guys know him. Over at SGPN Underdog. He is Cannabis Capper, a.k.a. CC. What is up, bro?
Mac, good to be back. Good to be here. Yeah, if we were starting with the scoring system, I'd be minus $5 billion for my for my take on UMass yesterday. Sorry, I apologize.
Yes.
Yes.
You should never go against Francisco Martin. Let's go. Get this tortilla shit out of here.
I've learned my lesson.
You and Beanick. Fourth man in the box, you guys know from the Pump Fake Pod. He is Michael Huffer, a.k.a. Michael_Huffer, and he's happy about his Hoosiers.
Happy about the Hoosiers, getting ready, preparing for probably the biggest game in Indiana football history. But we do got a great slate tonight in preparation for that. Happy to be here. But, yeah, it's bullshit about the Louisiana coach getting laid off basically for one bad season.
Not even like a bad start.
Yeah. Like
you're 1-0 in league play.
I know.
I just won the first league game.
Wow.
Okay. I got the pressure. After an ongoing evaluation of our men's basketball program, it was decided a change was necessary. These decisions are never easy, and this one was not made hastily. I'm extremely grateful for leadership Bob Arnold has provided over the last several years. Wow.
Dang, they
Ongoing
didn't want to give him his
evaluation.
Christmas bonus. That's the reason why.
No,
They saw his Christmas
guess
bonus
not.
was coming up, and they were like, fuck that. We don't have the money to pay.
Still, ongoing evaluation. That means they've been thinking about this for a while.
We got to cancel the lacrosse team to pay him. That's what they're saying. God. That's
Oh, that would be an easy decision.
Derek Zimmerman will take over. So breaking news. Wow. I did not see that. I went to go retweet it, and then I just see that news broke while we were doing Big 12, and that's kind of got me thrown off. But anyway, let's talk games tonight, guys, because in the early window, we do have Buffalo headed to Georgia. Georgia's laying 27. This game sucks. I laid it with Georgia. Mike White ain't fucking around in these games. Troy, where are you going? We'll go Troy, Cap, then Mike tonight for the order.
Our little round robin order. This one is super beefy, but I do think you should lay it. I don't know how Buffalo keeps this one from getting out of hand pretty late. So I'll lay it with Georgia.
Yeah, Buffalo on the road. Yeah, Mike White is. They're not messing around this year with these non-conference games. The number I do like, the 147.5 is the game total. I do like the over here. I think this one flies over. I think Georgia's going to fuck them up.
Yeah. What about their team total?
Is it less than 90?
Let's see.
Team total for Georgia 87.5. Yeah, I take it. I go higher than the team total.
86 to Notre Dame of all teams too. So
yeah,
this is a lay for me as well. The Stooley system is what we call this, and this play implies. The only thing that scares me, but they're due for this, is Buffalo has not really gotten blown out by these bye games. I mean, given they lost to Penn State by 23, but they haven't lost by this number, which just makes it smell in general. So I'll lay it and hold my nose.
Go Dogs. All right, next up, we got Horizon action tipping off here. We do not have any 6:30 games fail on college basketball. I should say Norfolk State is taking Alabama State behind the woodshed right now, up 21 to start the second half, 44-23.
The chant. You know the chant, right?
What's that?
We don't drink, we don't smoke, nor fuck. Come on, you got to do the chant, the Norfolk State chant.
Yeah, they got some other chants coming with Mike Vick taking over the football.
Oh, yeah. Bark, baby. Woof up in this motherfucker. Mike Vick's first press conference should be like, Mike Vick's first press conference should be like a Dion and be like, I'm looking for dogs.
Yeah, we got some dogs in here. Exactly.
Yeah, that could go over well. What about speaking of dogs? Oakland was the darling dog last year, beating Kentucky. They're laying 2. I'm going to lay with Campy and company. I think I'm getting the better coach here. I think that they held they were ultra conservative in the second half from an injury standpoint against Sparty, which cost me the cover the other night, even though they were within single digits the whole game. I think Oakland bounces back, wins at Cleveland State. Troy, how about you?
I'm just going to play the Oakland money line here and eat the 1.5. I think this one could be kind of close just because they're going on the road, but I think they find a way to sneak this one out and get a win.
No one is going to be at this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's going to be at this game. I think Oakland drills them. I don't mind laying the 1.5. Oakland, better team, better roster. Cleveland State's a bit of a mess this year. You know, they were a bit frisky last year in the Horizon League tournament, but this year they've kind of come out and then not look fantastic. I think Oakland drills them. I like Oakland a lot in this one. Lock them up.
Lock it up. Huff?
I mean, I want to give out another play, but I'm with you. I took Oakland last night, 1.5. I like the road kind of dog. It felt like that Longwood kind of game, like last night, a road favorite. But I'm just going to go with the better team here, and I think Oakland has the better team. Cleveland State's been really depressing this year, and they just don't have the same team that they've had in recent years. And this is a Horizon game. I expect them to get up for it. It's a low-scoring total, which I think will favor in Oakland's favor.
Campy's a vet. He knows when to save his guys for the Horizon play. All right, let's get on over there and shout out our sponsors first. College football playoff starts on tomorrow. Get on over there. A free chance to win $1,000 grand prize. Picking every game, ATS totals. Get on over there. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. And we are also brought to you by our proud sponsor, Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCESGPN. We'll do a 3-legger here because we only have, it's right above my head tonight. Right here.
Yeah, I told these two I don't even have one unless you want my Justin Herbert higher than half a total yard, the gimme prop.
All right, we'll throw that in there. The higher Herbert cap. Where are you going? I know you write articles every day.
Yep. Speaking of the articles, I've swept 3 of the last 5 days, so I'm a little mini heater here, starting to get warm, starting to feel dangerous. I'm taking you to Cal Irvine going to Belmont this tonight. Give me Ben Lupton higher than 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He comes in this one averaging 15, 8, and 1.5. He's cleared 23.5 PRA in 7 out of 10 games this year. I love the matchup of his size against Belmont. They don't have anybody. The tallest guy in Belmont is 6'9". He's 7'1". So 4 inches. They're giving up 4 inches of height to the, to the German center. So 23.5 PRA higher tonight.
And 4 inches is a lot, let me tell you.
Where you go? What's yours?
Think your girlfriend.
I thought 3 was, but we'll go with 4. Every inch counts. So I will say higher or lower here. I'm going to South Dakota versus Utah Tech, Dixie State, whatever you want to call them. You change your name, you're a piece of crap. So I'm going with South Dakota and Chase Forte higher than 18.5 points. He loves shooting the 2. And Utah Tech doesn't defend the 2 well compared to how they defend the perimeter and the 3-point shot. And that's not Forte's forte. So give me Chase Forte higher than 18.5 points. Go Coyotes.
Go Coyotes. We'll talk about that game later. I'm a little worried about that line, why that line is so short. But, get on over there. Underdog Fantasy, baby. Promo code TCESGPN. Herbert, take the freebie. Hopefully he doesn't blow out his Achilles like Aaron Rodgers that one night and not go higher than half a passing yard. Looped in for Irvine, higher, 23.5 points, rebounds, assists. Forte over there with the Coyotes, higher, 18.5 points. This one's going to be 5-1. So get on over there. 4-1. Get on over there. Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCESGPN. All righty. We are also brought to you by Rebet, a proud sponsor. Get on over there. Available in 45 states. 100% deposit match up to $100. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by the famous MyBookie, and we got a new promo code for you. TCESGPN, baby, to get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And last but not least, we are brought to you by Rhythm. Build your model today. Get on over there. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMN. All righty, we are back. Let's get over to the 7:30 slate that's fucking loaded here. You teased it out. When we were talking pregame. 2 really good games in the state of Tennessee, in my opinion. You got Irvine going to Belmont. You got Lipscomb going to Middle Tennessee. Combined records here of 32 and 9. Let's do, look at that
10.
mental math on the 32 and 10. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Carry the 1.
Cheers to that.
Anyway, let's go over to Irvine Belmont. I think this is actually the better game of the 2, slightly. Belmont, Irvine. This game is going to be awesome. Irvine coming off their first loss of the year at Oregon State. Back-to-back road spot. Belmont's always been fire at home. I think Belmont's going to get them. I think Belmont's going to hand them their second straight loss in that building. They always find a way to get it done under Casey Alexander, Rick Byrd before that. Give me the Bruins to find a way to make enough shots at home as a home dog here. plus 2.5 if you shop around. Give me them Bruins, the Bruin on here. Belmont, money line.
Yeah, I'll take the 2.5, but I'll play the money line here too. I'm going to have to get up and take this toy away from Tibbles before he starts honking it around the whole goddamn show.
Oh,
if you can hear it now.
Okay. All right. I'm on Irvine. I think their size messes with Belmont. I do think this is a one possession game. I say Irvine wins by 3. I'll lay the 2. It's gonna be close though.
Okay.
I'm going with the Bruins and Belmont. I think their pace is just going to outmatch UC Irvine. I do agree on the height angle. Kind of scares me on some putbacks. I think you can probably get some live angles here as well. But I did take the 2.5 with Belmont. And I think Irvine's been partying in Nashville a little bit. They've probably been there off their road trip. So they've probably been there for a couple of days partying. So, yeah, Belmont hangover or UC Irvine hangover for Belmont.
So great game for the Big West. Great game for the Missouri Valley. 2 really good mid-major leagues. Just really looking forward to this. Cap, what were you saying? Oh, I thought you had another point to add. So
just nodding along and disagreeing with everything you guys said.
Yeah, you are on the island, so good luck to you tonight, Cap.
Anteater Island.
Let's go over to the islands. Were good for me last night. Shout out to Virginia. Lipscomb, middle. This game's going to be great too. Right down the road, right off of I think it's I-20 is what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody from the Nashville area. I probably should know that considering I lived in Clarksville for 2 years, but I'm drawing a blank if it's I-20 or I-24. The highway that goes from Clarksville to Nashville, then Nashville to Murfreesboro. But 2 regional. Is it 24?
Yeah.
65's in Nashville.
I drive past when I go to Atlanta.
65.
Clarksville is where Tibbles is from.
Which one's I-20?
Oh.
That's over by.
20's
Are you thinking of like Columbia, South Carolina?
It may be. I think it is Columbia, South Carolina. You're right. 24 is in Tennessee. So, Damani confirms I-24. So I-24 battle here. Lipscomb. I think Lipscomb's going to win. I think Middle was lucky the other night against Cal Baptist. I think that their inconsistencies of shooting the ball from the perimeter is going to ultimately get them here tonight. I trust Lipscomb, the more consistent team, in my opinion, to get it done in Murfreesboro. But it's going to be a hell of a game. Give me the short dog here, 1.5.
I mean, I'll take the points in this game too. Kind of the same as this UC Irvine Belmont idea of. I think this is going to be a pretty classic back and forth throwing punches. Great game. I would just, again, me, I'm kind of chalky. I would just eat juice and play either money line, whoever you think you have. But for me, that's going to be Lipscomb.
Okay. All right. No one walks into Murfreesboro and comes out with a dub. I love that building. I love that team in that building. I think their athletes get it done. I'll lay the 1.5 with Middle Tennessee. Again, I do think this is a one possession game. It's going to be tight, but I like Middle Tennessee. Give me the Blue Raiders to get the job done at home. Let's go.
This is my favorite game of the night. Lipscomb does not foul at all, but it's not like Middle Tennessee's great free throw shooters. But with a short spread, I normally go with people that don't foul as much because that's what's going to get you over the line. But I'm with Cap. It'll be a tag team match for the tag team championships of I-24. I will go with Middle Tennessee just on the fact that they're at home, and I like them ATS at home consistently.
Troy, I thought you took Middle.
No, I have Lipscomb money line.
Yeah, all right, so 2-on-2. All right, 2-on-2 here.
They are going into Murfreesboro and winning the game straight up.
Let's go.
It's not a bad travel spot, that's for sure. It's not a far travel spot.
I'm trying to drink at the Tin Roof, baby, in downtown Nashville. I need to get back to downtown Nashville. I'm on Belmont and Lipscomb. That's a little parlay. A little Nashville parlay for me tonight.
Me too.
Love fucking the city of Nashville. God, I could not visit there enough when I was in Clarksville. Speaking of Clarksville, It's not Clarksville, but it's the Ohio Valley, my former league here. UT Martin going to Moorhead. Moorhead laying 5.5. Nope. UT Martin's going to be live in this game. The dogs will be barking. The road dogs are barking in the OVC. I'm going to put together an OVC road team parlay tonight. Give me Martin here at Moorhead.
I mean, everybody knows this, but I think there's a shot that all the winter break and finals games, you have road dogs barking.
Yeah.
I think 5.5 is too much. I don't know if UT Martin wins this outright, but I do think, again, it's probably worth a little bit of a sprinkle, but I will definitely take the 5.5 with UT Martin.
Every game in this fucking league comes down to the wire. We just saw it with Tennessee Tech and who was it? Western Illinois. I mean, every game is a shit show in this league. Cap, where are you going?
I got a cosign. I'm off the island for this one. Give me UT Martin plus the 5.5. Who's Moorhead to be laying 5 points to anybody?
Yeah, both new coaches, by the way.
Yeah, this is not a great year for Moorhead. I kind of think wrong team favored almost.
I don't know if I go that far. I would have said it Moorhead -3.
Fair enough.
I told myself I'd never bet UT Martin again. I feel like I've taken them as dogs, and then they play good for about 20 minutes and then just fizzle out. But I gave out UTM on the 5. I just don't like this Moorhead State team, even though they're notoriously a better program. I think it's too many points, and that 5.5 number is disgusting, as we talked about. I'll shout out someone in the chat, Crutch. He was on the under 146, and I really like that play as well. I expect some gross basketball in this game.
All right.
Let's do it, baby. Next up, let's fire through all these OVC games, guys. I can't wait to quad box my TV with 4 OVC games. Thursday night football. Get the fuck out of here. You're over there somewhere. Actually, you're on the laptop because I gotta put Belmont and Lipscomb on the other TV. But OVC gets the spotlight tonight. Edwardsville, Little Rock. No. Little Rock laying 3.5, 4, wherever you shop around. Give me Edwardsville. Give me another road dog in the OVC. 2 evenly matched teams. I think everybody's still overrating Little Rock from their preseason expectations. I'm on Edwardsville here.
Yeah, I actually feel better about Edwardsville's money line than UT Martin's. I think they got a chance to go in and win. I'll take the points. I think it's kind of still a high buy spot for Little Rock. So get me away from that.
Sell high.
Yeah, you got Little Rock coming off the bad loss to UIC, and now they get Edwardsville at home.
They blew that game the other day.
They really did. I think they blew this one also. Give me Edwardsville plus the points.
Yeah, I mean, SIU Edwardsville, they went into Indiana State and won. They beat Ball State, my beloved Cardinals. They're horrible this year. But I'll battle you guys. I think SIU is a really good team, probably the better team. But I like what Kat mentioned about Little Rock going and Little Cock going into off a tough loss. So I expect them to hang in this game. This would be a great game.
Yeah, well.
Next up, we got EIEIO taking on SEMO. Show me the SEMO money. SEMO should not be laying 4.5 either. Give me EIU. What is this line? I feel like they just put all these favorites in the OVC around 4.5, 5.5 and go, put it there. They don't know where to put it.
They're not watching the games.
Dude, that 4.5, 5.5 is the dead number.
It is.
There's a lot of different ways you can cover those 4.5, 5.5s as a dog, especially when every team's evenly matched.
Have we never called them EIEIOVC? Because that one fits pretty well.
We've called them EIEIO.
EIEIOVC here. Yeah, take the points again in a kind of a scrappy back and forth. I do think, I guess we'll probably get to Tech and Lindenwood, but I do think the 2 Missouri teams find a way to win. But I don't think that SEMO covers this.
SEMO, they've been a tough one. They've been okay at home. They've been really bad in the road. again, I think it's the case of a better the better team is actually getting the points here. Give me EIU with plus the points, please.
Yeah, I agree with you guys all on that in Eastern Illinois. I'm going to give Eastern Illinois a first half money line play as well too. I saw them play live at IU and was leading that whole first half. They ended up tying, but they always get up for the first half especially. So I'm going to sprinkle that plus money and definitely co-sign your +5.
Let's do it. Tennessee State, Southern Indiana. Southern Indiana's laying 4.5. No. Tennessee State's live in this game. These are two evenly matched teams again. Give me the points.
Yeah, a lot of these could be pick'ems, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I'll take the free points with Tennessee State in a game that, again, I'm not sure how these teams are expected to cover with like a 5 or a 6 or something like that. I think even if the home teams win, it's going to be pretty hard fought. And I mean, maybe you get lucky if you bet them to cover with some free throws at the end, but I wouldn't count on that. I'm going to take the points with Tennessee State.
I'm going to lay it with Southern Indiana. Okay. We just saw them. They played Southern Illinois tough on the road. They won the in-state rivalry with Indiana State. I think in their home floor, I think they win outright, and I think they win by 5. I'm going to lay this one. I'm getting nervous taking all the dogs here, so I got to lay it with some. I got to be Cannabis Chalker here.
Cannabis Chalker is back.
See, I like
Never
Southern
left.
Indiana. I love Southern Indiana when I get them as a dog, not as a favorite. That's
Fair.
my logic.
Well, Mac loves any team if they're a dog.
Yeah.
Aw.
So OVC, baby. This is Dog City.
We were doing one tag team match. We'll see. There's going to be a rematch regardless of the outcome. So I'm going with Southern Indiana as well too. I like them at home. It's definitely not my favorite play of the day, but I do like them at home versus Tennessee State. I think Tennessee State will hang around for most of the game and then just fizzle out. And Southern Indiana wins by 8 points, 10 points maybe, but that doesn't tell the whole story of the game. So yeah, give me Southern Indiana. It's beautiful down there. There's some hills, some great golf courses. So yeah, give me Southern Indiana.
Final game of the OVC openers. This isn't an opener though. Tennessee Tech going to Lindenwood. Lindenwood's laying 3. No. Tennessee Tech outright.
Yep.
Tennessee Tech's already got a game under their belt. They lost. They had a buzzer beater rim out. I think that they win this game outright. Get on the right side here.
Same. I think this is a money line play for Tech. This is actually one that I've already bet.
Okay. I'm a bit concerned with the way Tennessee Tech plays on the road. I mean, they lost at West Virginia outright. That being said, give me Tennessee Tech in the money line. West Georgia. I apologize. Minus a billion points for that one. Yeah, they lost to West Virginia on the road, like by 5. That being said, I think they get in the right side of this one. Give me Tennessee Tech money line. They win outright. Let's get it done.
Yeah, quad lock here. Tennessee Tech. They played really good against Western Illinois, and I was on Western Illinois. I felt like the whole world was too, but I expect them to kind of come out hot, and I just think Lindenwood's offense is putrid. They can't shoot the ball whatsoever, and they don't do anything else pretty well. So I think they're just, like you said, they just make these lines like, all right, home side, give them 3 or whatever. So yeah, give me Tennessee Tech on the road.
Let's go over to the stinkiest game of the night. South Dakota, who's been ass on the road, I'll add, going to Dixie State, who sucked so far this year. 3-10, only laying 3. I think I got to take Dixie here in the points. I think it could be a rematch or a rerun of that Weber game where it comes right down the wire. They lose by like 2 or 1. South Dakota on the road has been a no-go for me. Love them at home, fade them on the road. Troy?
Yeah, I was going to say South Dakota on the road has been a completely different team than when they play at home. I'm kind of scared of this one. I'm probably not going to bet it. I would lay it with, or I guess I would take the points. Sorry, with Utah Tech, Dixie, whatever you want to call them. But man, this is a stay away for me.
I got a cushion to stay away. If I'm picking this, I would lay it with South Dakota. Looking at who Utah Tech has played, their only wins are against Whittier, Bethesda, and who's the third one? Oh, Denver, the Pios. Pios on the road. That's go figure. I can't take Utah Tech here. Give me the better team. Give me South Dakota. I'll lay it.
Yeah, I hate this travel spot for South Dakota. But they're one of those like teams, my darlings. You find one of those like mid-major teams that have just been covering or hitting their overs. So I like South Dakota. I'll take them, but just hate the travel spot, especially going into St. George. Kind of a tough, not a tough environment, but just a tough travel spot overall. A little more elevation than South Dakota as well too. So yeah, give me South Dakota. I think they get it done.
Yeah, they managed to win on the. They went on the road at Western Michigan earlier this year.
Yeah, and that was they should have pummeled them though. They gave up a huge lead. I watched that game, but they played Iowa pretty tough on the road. So, go Coyotes and Chase Forte.
Let's go Coyotes, baby. Next up we got. Want a public dog of the night? St. Mary's is going to pummel Merrimack. St. Mary's is laying 20.5. Noah and Colby couldn't lock Merrimack fast enough last night. Double road spot. St. Mary's off the loss. St. Mary's wins by 30. This is the blowout spot for St. Mary's. They played around, but they're going to start gearing up under a good coach, Randy Bennett, headed into WCC play. I like St. Mary's by a lot tonight.
Yeah, this is the home building that I'm not going to fade, especially after a St. Mary's loss. I'll lay the super beef here. I usually stay away from the super beef, but this one, I guess I can get behind it. I'll lay the 20.5. I do think you have a pretty sharp angle there on St. Mary's trying to get right after that loss.
Okay, is it concerning at all that St. Mary's only beat UTSA by 8 at home about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, well, that's part of my angle. They've played around in these games. I don't think they play around off this loss headed into WCC play.
When I first saw this, I really wanted to take Merrimack as with the 21. I felt they'd cover it. No, I ride with Mac. I ride with Troy. Let's lay this. St. Mary's going to kill them.
Let's eat some super beef.
It feels like such a public dog late in the night.
It really does.
It is, and they've already won in California too. I'm with you. I said something very pause-worthy to you, Mac, last time I was on a couple of days ago. So I'll be riding you again. Let's go St. Mary's minus 20.5. I'll do the quad ride. I love this. I think Merrimack, this another tough travel spot. They've already been in California. Now they got to stay in California, hit the road. It's tough on the road. And with a short total, in a low total, I mean, in a long spread, Merrimack might not even score more than 55 points this game. So yeah, give me St. Mary's.
Yeah,
that team total.
TVDBJ, sorry, I was supposed to say that team total 53.5. TVDBJ in the chat is called it out.
Yeah, I'll play that under. This
is Santa Clara Kennesaw last night. Line made no sense. They're gonna
yeah.
All right, let's get on over there. What games did we not touch? Everybody throw in your I did see that Rob said Texas is going to win by 50. No, they're not. New Orleans in the points. Let's go. Get this Texas shit out of here. Privateers are live tonight. Live to lose by 30.
New Orleans
what do
is
you guys
so
like?
Hook them. Texas, lay it. I'm laying it. They've been drilling the teams. It's gross, but lay it.
Just out of principle, I can't lay it with Texas. I don't know if I'll bet it, but I just can't.
I'll stick with my tag team partner. I'll lay it with Texas. Let's go Huff.
Looking else at the chat here. Sorry, I didn't star them here. TV. Trevor says that they're going to drill them. No, they ain't going to drill them. The college football playoff is a distraction. Let's go over to Bellarmine, Wyoming. This line's come down. Fade the line move. I think Wyoming wins by 20. Back at home, all 4 losses. First home game in like 5 or 6 games. The Staples will give out in the Rockies here, or in the elevation.
Staples holding strong.
Yeah,
that's how you beat the elevation. You run less. I'll take the points with Bellarmine. I have a soft spot for Bellarmine.
They run, they just don't dribble.
We always played them back in D2, like Elite 8 and Final 4 games before they moved up. And they always had a great basketball program, but we had a bunch of really fast kids, so we were able to get by them a few times. But, man, it's fun to watch them play basketball. Just the old school feel and style just captures my heart. I'll take the points.
I'll lay it. I don't love it. I do think it is a bit beefy for Wyoming to be laying 13 against anybody, but they Bellarmine they do run. They just don't dribble is their thing. So they're gonna be too busy running around off screens as opposed to running with the ball and dribbling. So they're still going to give out. I like Wyoming to get away, to run away with this one at the end.
4 losses in a row for Wyoming. This has got to be a drill spot. I think Bellarmine too. It's not the best travel spot. You lose by 20-something points to Marshall on the road, and then you got to go to Wyoming. I know the game was a few weeks ago, that Marshall game, but Marshall's horrible. Well, I think Wyoming's a way better team. Give me Wyoming to win by 16 to 24 points in that range. I know it's a long range, but that still covers.
They just dropped a home game to Ball State. Yeah, they're going to get drilled here.
Hey, easy with that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they're horrible. I just went to Ball State, but yeah, they're bad this year, unfortunately. I like Mike Lewis though.
What about the Grand Canyon game against Chicago State? Lay it.
Lay it.
30, lay. Believe it or not, Chicago State's a public dog. I don't know why people are betting Chicago State. Have you watched them play this year? They're terrible. Grand Canyon by 44.
I don't know if I want to bet this one. It's 30.5.
They're off a loss. They're going to kill them.
I'm sure they'll kill them, but I don't know if I can get behind that much beef. I'm just not going to bet this. Get ballsy and bet the Chicago State money line. Fuck it.
Oh, God.
Don't do that.
I guess the only concern is that is the Grand Canyon fan base going to show up? My guess is they probably will. If those kids go to those games no matter what. Chicago State in that building on like their 876 consecutive road game. Let's play this with Grand Canyon.
This is a system play. Grand Canyon wins by 38. They drill Chicago State. Chicago State is just good. They're going to hang out. They got to go to Cal, then back to Illinois. They won't even be at a home game until January 12th. Just a horrible, horrible schedule. And this is one where they're due for a drilling because they really haven't since. Well, I shouldn't say that. 20-point losses to Indiana State, but not like a 30-point loss since November. So they're due for one.
Anybody else like the Dirtbags plus 6.5 at Pepperdine? Who the fuck is Pepperdine to be laying 6.5? I'll take I'll take Long Beach.
I co-sign I ride with Mac. Same thing, same thought process. Like Pepperdine should not be laying points to anybody, and Long Beach State has been frisky recently.
Getting better under that first-year head coach.
Zoe 101, you got to lay it. But the problem is it's normally for people that go to Malibu that aren't from California. Long Beach, Malibu is not a travel spot, so it scares me. But I'll battle you guys. Go Pepperdine. I love them. I love the Waves. They are horrible, though.
Troy,
I feel like 6.5 is too many points to turn down. I think Pepperdine probably wins, but again, 3 or 4 point game.
Wow. Huffer with the heel turn here.
Let's go. Let's go to our favorite play of the night. What did I say my favorite play was last night? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Wyoming. I feel very good about Wyoming drilling Bellarmine out there. Bellarmine ain't gonna even know how to get to Wyoming. They're going to get drilled tonight. All 4 straight losses. Wyoming by 20+.
This one's kind of weird, but I'm going to take Delaware State +3 in the first half against Grambling.
That line does reek.
Stink.
It's coming down. It's a kind of a standalone little HBCU special. I think this is a close game, and they kind of fight. And you're going to give me 3 points in the first half? I'll take that.
Okay. All right. On the total side, my favorite play of the night is North Alabama over 78.5 team total. They fly over at home. On the spread, give me Oakland. Oakland -1. They get the job done at Cleveland State.
The old Grizz.
I'm gonna go with Belmont. I'm battling between Belmont and Middle Tennessee. So I like those 2 Tennessee teams, although one's kind of fading in Nashville and taking in Nashville. So I'll go with Belmont though at home. I think UCI struggles in the second half against Belmont and tires out. So yeah, give me Belmont catching 2.
Belmont catching 2. Our dog play of the night. I'll give out mine. Tennessee Tech wins. That's my first leg.
Okay.
I mean, I like Belmont.
Okay. So
anybody else going to use that one? Is that big enough?
We're gonna have 4 legs, so it's all right to go a little
beefy.
Go with some yappers tonight. So Belmont.
Right. Jeez. I'll go. Give me Long Beach.
Ooh, yeah, baby. That's a good one. 220. I like that. All right, we're juiced up. Mike, where are you going for the 4th leg? We're up to 15-1 right now.
Oh man, a lot of pressure on the 15-1. Tennessee Tech was already said, right?
Yeah, that was mine. I gave that up first.
I'm going to Benedict everything I said earlier. Give me SIU Edwardsville on the road against Little Rock. Unless you guys like EIU, I'm going between those 2 because there's not much left. So I'll Benedict and go SIUE. Let's do it.
I was going to ask if you could be convinced to go on SIUE.
Yeah, well, it was them or Eastern Illinois, and I don't trust Eastern Illinois to win. I think they cover, but it's also SEMO, so
37-1, baby. 37-1. Get on over there and get down on that
rich.
dog. And make sure you put all 5 OVC dogs in a parlay too, because they're all going to win. Let's go. Get on over there, underdog. Or no, that's not underdog. Get it over at mybookie.ag and use our promo code TCESGPN. All right, guys, game tip-off here. Alabama State has been consistently down 16-17. They suck. I may have to retire them. They have not come through for me at all this year. They have some talent on that team. I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyway, good win for Norfolk State. It looks like closing in up 18 with 5 to go. Game's tipping off here in 13 minutes. The really good one, 7:30, and then the OVC window that I talked about. So get over there and tail our picks, and we'll see you guys later for Friday slate. That's going to be a good one. And yeah, that's it. We'll be back later tonight. Oh, yeah. Subscribe. We're closing in on 15K, and if we don't get there in 12 days, you ain't gonna see us much more. So see you in hell, I guess. Good luck, guys.
Right.
Anyway,
Mac, before we drop, I just want to give a shout out to Rob Donaldson for the video he put together and posted on Twitter today.
Yeah, that was great.
The 15 minutes of TCE being unchained, it was awesome.
Yes.
He cut together like a compilation of some of Mac, Colby, and Noah's greatest hits, and it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You'll find Rob Donaldson on X and give that video a look. Nice trip down memory lane.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good memories. Appreciate Rob and his friendship over the years. We'll invite Rob to our next gig when we don't hit 15K. So we just hit 14.3, so we are officially 700 or less. 12 days. Do you do the math? What's that? 60 a day? I don't know. I'm half retarded. Anyway, He's at Michael Huffer, Michael_Huffer3 over at the Pump Fake Pod. He's at Cannabis Capper. And make sure you go check out his daily work. He's at Troy Tuning. He'll be on the Big 12 show with me next week as well. And, of course, the pregame show. And I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are back later tonight to look at Friday's slate. This is the College Basketball Experience. See you guys in a couple hours. Cheers. And we are out of here.